many words used. I very confused.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fluency
I don't.
requires time. Fluency requires time and effort, okay? Maybe years, not just by month. We cannot be much more fluent
Now
in
I
months.
try to per day 1 to 2 hours in talk in English in this platform. So I think in you think coding I can speak English.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, based on your level, you can speak. That's it. If you are A1 level, your speaking will be like A1. If you are C1 level, your speaking will be like C1.
Oh, cool.
Yes, please. Go ahead. Sure, of course.
Mr. Teacher,
I lost your voice, man. I couldn't understand it.
you can't
Yes.
hear me, Mr. Teacher.
Yes, please go ahead.
How long you been
Hi.
teaching English?
Thank you, sir.
Since 2007, officially.
Oh my God, took you like a lot of time to be an expert, right?
I don't call myself an expert. I have a little bit knowledge and then I try to share that with people in the classes, online, offline. Yeah. You have any specific question related to English,
Well,
studying, learning
currently,
problems?
no, I don't have like anything, but when it comes to my mind, you'll not be here.
I understand exactly. I mean, when somebody forces you to ask a question, there's no question. I know
Yes,
it's
yes.
possible. Maybe after a
And
couple
when
of
it when
minutes, you
it
can come up
comes
with some
like the
questions.
person who wants to help you, he will disappear.
Exactly. Exactly. That is correct. But
Uh,
all right, maybe some other people have
Teacher.
some questions. Mm-hmm. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, teacher. Hello. How are you?
Hello. Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thanks for.
Mm-hmm. My pleasure. Yes.
I have one question for you, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
I couldn't understand.
Me neither. I can't understand and I
Am I
can't
audible?
hear.
Yes, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have one question that you created this room right now. So can you
Mm-hmm.
please take kind of group discussion within our group member, like any topic that would be helpful for others also.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Of course, maybe it can be a
Yeah, we
good
can take any
idea.
topic.
It can be a good idea, but right now I am in the mode of taking questions and trying to answer the
Question.
questions.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because you know why? Because
Okay. No,
your
sometime later.
suggestion is very lovely suggestion, but there's a problem. The problem is we have to
Yeah.
limit the group
There are a lot of people.
to the specific level. I mean, if we want to have a group
Yeah,
discussion,
that's true.
everybody should be like A1
Yeah,
level. Everybody should be B2 level. We
right.
need to categorize people and put them in one specific group.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
that case, yeah, it is going to be productive, fruitful, much more, result oriented. Otherwise, no.
Right.
And
Yeah.
for the sake
Okay.
of God, people who don't speak, please mute yourself because we hear like some reflection of voice. So please mute yourself. You're not speaking.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's a kind of reflection and echo. If some people are not speaking, you can mute your microphone. And when you want to talk, open your microphone. That is so simple. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. So You have no question today, right? Yesterday, I joined this platform. People bombarded me with lots of
Yeah.
questions. Were you there
Yeah.
too yesterday?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was there,
Were
sir.
you? Yeah. Okay. So
You
you might
shared
remember.
your YouTube channel too, like more than
Yes,
4,000
exactly.
subscribers. Yeah, I know that. I
Yes.
check your channel.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I hope it was useful.
But today, yeah, it was useful. Yeah.
Hamper, it's a new word
Today, I
for
think
me.
there is no question.
Maybe people can come up. Guys, if you are so
Sir,
shy to talk, you can type the question in the chat box. That is okay.
sir,
Yes, go ahead.
sir, the
Yes.
question is that as I asked you before, what should I do every day to improve my English? Like I should do reading, I should do listening. What should I do? Please answer
Nice
it.
question. So you asked this question before from me? You asked me this
Yes, sir.
question before?
I think yeah.
I
I think
didn't answer that?
there was a network issue. I think that's why I.
Yeah, possible. Okay. Very good question.
Yes, sir.
You know, I always say, guys, listen carefully. In any kind of language, we have 4 skills. 4 skills, right? What are those skills? Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Is that correct? Okay. So
Correct.
all of these skills, guys, are really important. I would call them like they look like, you know, body organs. So we have a body. In our body, all of these organs are important. We cannot say no. I mean, for example, our lungs are not important, or I don't know, our fingers are not important. So every single part of our body is actually, they are important, right? And they work all together as a team. Or if you look at the football team, football clubs, they are teams, not individuals. Even greatest people alone can do nothing without the support of their teammates, right? Imagine like that. So in English, let's say, we have 4 skills. All of them are related to each other, to one another, actually. We cannot neglect these stuff. So, guys, I'm here to tell you, if you are looking for being a good speaker, do not only focus only on speaking. It won't work. You need to focus on listening. You need to focus on reading, as well as writing, and as well as the speaking itself. This is really important. Most of the people just neglect it. A lot of people, even teachers, are neglecting it. I don't know why. It is impossible. Can you live without your hands? Or can you live? Actually, of course you can live. Can you be, how can I say, efficient, or let's say very, very effective without your legs, or without your feet, without your ears? You need them. You need all of them to become a kind of normal, powerful human being. So if you want to improve your English, let's say, focus on all of these skills. That is a must. So every day, imagine that you have 1 hour, let's say. You have 1 hour to work on your English. Divide your 1 hour by 4, like 20 minutes. So in other words, 20 minutes for listening, 20 minutes for...
It's 15 minutes. 1 hour by 4.
15 minutes, 20, 20, 40. Yeah, yes, that's true. 15 minutes. Yeah, I made a mistake. So 15 minutes for each. Right? So 15 minutes listening, 15 minutes speaking, 15 minutes reading, and 15 minutes writing. You have to do it every day. Do you understand? This is a plan. This is a good plan that I suggest people to follow.
So where are the materials like we want to like work on it? So
Nice.
like random stuff or just specific
No.
topics
No.
or what?
Lovely question. You know, the material is really important. I mean, the word material is very important. It depends. It depends on your purpose. Let's say you are studying for IELTS exam. So you need a coach, any kind of coach. Maybe the coach can be, you can find it online, or a friend, or a person who just wants to help. So you need a coach to give you the material. You need to trust your coach, your trainer, let's say, and follow that material every single day. Or let's say you are working on your general English, So again, you need to follow a teacher. A good teacher can help you. Understand? So the material cannot be random. I mean, imagine that I am ill. I go to the doctor. Why I go to that specific doctor? Because there are lots of doctors out there. But I go and I pay a visit to one specific doctor. Do you know why? Because I trust him. Trust. Whatever he or she, let's say, says, I accept it. So I go and visit the doctor. The doctor says, do this, don't do that. I say, okay, because I trust you, I say. Again, the same scenario is here. You have to trust a teacher, whatever your teacher says or asks you to do, just do it because you trust him or her.
Cool.
Get it?
Cool. Yeah. I mean, the material is related by the topic.
Exactly. It depends on your purpose. What is your purpose? Yeah. Why are you learning English? I always ask.
Yeah, cool. Well, for me, I just for fun and for self-improvement. That's my reason. So I want to like learn every single thing.
Okay. Let me help you with this. Yes.
Yeah, and for me, I just wanted to prepare for my job interview. So it is essential for me as I am a marketer. So communication is important. So that's why I'm preparing for the good English.
Fantastic. These are really lovely. As you said, of course, the purposes can be a hobby. A purpose can be to get familiar with some, to make some new friends, to be familiar with people, or get to know with people. Get to know people, actually, I made a mistake. Or to have a kind of business, or to travel to another country, to live there, to do the business again, or to continue your studies there. So these are some of the very, very common, purposes that every single person might have. First, you have to find it. Why are you studying English? And I am happy that you know it. I am happy. Most of the people don't know. I ask why they cannot, provide a good explanation. If you don't have any purpose, not just in English, in life, you're not gonna, work for it. You're not gonna be successful. That is very easy, right? So purpose is very important. And then you need a coach. Trust him or her, and do as your coach is asking you to do. Okay. Other than that, generally speaking, I can tell you, first, reach to that specific level, which is B1, intermediate, because it is the middle of the journey. When you reach to that B1 level, then I would say after completing B1, I would say you can study on your own. Of course, again, a coach is a good option, but you can study on your own. Thanks to internet, thanks to technology, you have a lot. We have a lot of things. You can use them. Mostly they are free. Look at YouTube. YouTube is a great resource for free. People can go and learn, right? For example, and lots of resources. For example, this one, Free for Talk. What a lovely platform. People join, people meet each other, and they try to how can I say, speak, learn, share, gain confidence, make friends. I don't know, this kind of stuff. So we need to, work wisely or smart rather than working hard. I would choose working smart. But if you have time and energy, I would say work hard and smart. That is awesome, if you can. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic. Guys, I always ask and actually say, these are our platforms. Feel free to join. I share them in the, chat box. The YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, and WhatsApp. Feel free to join. Right now on WhatsApp, people are chatting sometimes. You can say, hello guys, who wants to talk? I'm sure that there will be somebody who wants to talk to you. You can, how can I say, practice it.
Excuse me, we can contact you on Facebook.
Yes, why not? I am available on these platforms, whichever is suitable for you, whichever is really, doable for you. Please do. Why not?
Yeah, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Do you have any specific question, by the way, as a language learner? You have a question? Any kind of, problem or complaint or limitation, restriction, I don't know, any kind of, let's say, psychological problem. I receive a lot of questions like, teacher, I want to study, but I don't have any motivation. Or I have the motivation, but I cannot get focused. I mean, these types of questions. I don't know, any kind. If you have, please ask. Mm-hmm.
And I want to improve my speaking and listening, but I try to my best, but it's low. But we can way that can help you improve that.
Hello.
Hello.
Salam alaikum.
Hello, how are you? Actually,
Fine.
Okay, let me answer this question. I mean, this is a really cliche question that you ask. You want to improve your speaking and also listening, but somehow you don't know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, mostly people have this problem.
Yes, I have this problem.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm the teacher, I receive this question almost every day, all the time. How can I improve my speaking? Guys, if you are not speaking, please mute your microphone because there's a kind of echo and I cannot speak very well. Yeah, when you want to ask question, then open your microphone. Speaking is really a kind of mysterious thing. I would call speaking as a kind of talent as well as art. I tend to call great public speakers, artists because they speak very well. So how is it possible? It is possible, for me, it is possible by practicing or by having a kind of talent. Unfortunately, not everybody is talented, but people can reach to that level by practicing. It is possible for everybody. If you are talented, what happens? You have advantages, towards others. But if you are not talented, you are a hard working person. You can reach to that level, but the question is how? I would say, please, guys, listen, patience. Unfortunately, in this day and age, Patience, yes. In this day and age, people are so impatient. This is number one problem.
Yeah.
Number one problem. People are so impatient. Number two, people do not do as their teachers are asking them to do, because I can see it. For example, the other day, I asked a student, I said, for example, read these books. Tomorrow, the student comes to me and says, teacher, is it possible to read those books? But the question is wrong. I say, have you studied, have you read those books that I suggested you? If you say yes, then you have the right to ask that type of question. You didn't listen to me, I said. I selected those books which are really perfectly matching to your level, but you didn't pay attention to that. Now you're asking, teacher, is it possible to read that book? But I mean, the question is so ridiculous, right? So patience, listening, trust. I told a couple of minutes ago, trust your teachers. I don't know. I don't say trust every teacher. Trust at least a teacher, any kind. He or she, no problem. If you trust whatever the teacher says, you must do it. Next thing, again, as I said, reach to that level, which is like intermediate, like B1 at least. Become B1 level, maybe B2 level, then come to me. Then let's talk. People just started learning English. They are beginner. They say, teacher, I cannot speak. So this is so normal. You have just begun. You have a lot of, long way, right? To, learn and, practice and be fluent and gain confidence and this kind of stuff. Reach to that certain level, become like B1, B2, then step by step you can start to talk. This is number one. Number two, guys, always find yourself a role model. Repeat. Role model. Yes, find yourself a role model.
What
he or she can be.
What is role model, please?
Yeah, role model is a person who you trust, who you follow, who you imitate somehow. For example, our best role models are our teachers normally.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes,
so I would say,
yeah, I understand.
Okay, cool. I would say find a role model, basically who is native speaker. Or in other words, native speaker and also native public speaker. Great. I mean, guys, you have the resource. Unfortunately, people are not using these stuff. Guys, you have, really fast internet, fast, technological devices, smartphones, tablets, laptops, everything. But people don't know where to start, where to begin. TED Talk. Again, I am talking to those people who are like intermediate level. I am not talking to A1, A2. Starter A1, A2 is, we are not just talking about them. They need to learn. They need to learn grammar, vocab. Slowly but surely they will learn. When you become B1, B2 level, now you can be open to more material. As I said, news. Okay. As I said, TED Talks, YouTube. YouTube is a great resource. Great.
Yes, TED Talks is really good.
Of course, absolutely.
Yes.
So listen to them and pay attention to those public speakers and see how they are speaking, how they are filling those gaps. What do I mean by gaps? Like, these are gaps. How do those public speakers are avoiding those gaps? Or how do those public speakers, let's say, fill the gap or avoid the gap? How? Pay attention. Be critical. Listen critically, speak critically, read and write critically. Critically means ask questions. Why? How? When? What? These type of questions. Okay? Why that public speaker, used that specific word? Why that public speaker used that specific idiom? How can I use that? Where can I use that? Where should I use that? I mean, these are critical thinking, critical studying. Understand? And step by step, after years and years, I don't say months, years and years, you become better speaker in English. Yes, you have the question, please ask. Let me share the links again. If you may, consider, you can join us in our platforms, guys. I shared the links in the chat box. You can check them and you can feel free to join. YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, and WhatsApp. We are available there. Go ahead. If you have a question, please ask. I am all ears.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Yes, go ahead.
I try 3 months to learn English, but I found money difficult to speak. Sometimes I find a lot of difficult. I don't know how to be really good in English, in reading, speaking, writing, all things.
I understand. Yes. Unfortunately, that is a kind of hustle, a kind of restriction for most of the people who do not have the money to afford language courses or this kind of stuff. Again, in that scenario, I would say the best option could be, again, the YouTube. You can do a research on YouTube and say learning English from 0 to hero or from A to Z. Okay, you can find a lot of material, but legit channels are really credible. Do not trust any kind of, all different types of channels, but legit channels are really credible. Listen to them, watch them, take notes, push yourself, and step by step you will learn.
Sorry, can you write the channel's name in the chat message, please? Can you write? Thank you.
Channels names? Which channel? You mean generally speaking, or?
You talk about YouTube, where we can learn English. Can you give us some example of channels in YouTube who can help us to learn English?
One of the channels that I really adore their activities is called Learn. I just typed this, Learn English with TV series. I made a mistake. English, yes. Learn English with TV series. You can find the channel.
Thank you.
They are really authentic. They actually try to teach the real way. There are a lot. Actually, I don't have presence of mind at the moment, but step by step you will learn. You will find those things. Yeah. May I ask something next? Of course you can ask. Please go ahead. Ask your question.
Second question here is how much time we need to be to have advanced level in English. How much time, and how much time we need to learn every day to have best level in English.
All right, very lovely question. So, I mean, the question is good. The answer is somehow, how can I say, controversial. Because firstly, you know, for English, we have, let's say, 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. We have 6 levels. And if we spare like at least 2 months or 3 months for each level, you can understand how much time you need to officially beat these levels. If we spare for each level like 3 months, okay, systematically, with a plan, with a kind of strategy, that is something really, you know, definite. Another thing is, you said how much time every day. It is up to you. It is totally up to you.
Okay.
You have 1 hour, study 1 hour. 5 hours, 5 hours.
Okay.
The other day, I watched one of Elon Musk's interviews. He said that to become successful, I used to work like for 22 hours a day. Can you imagine? 22 hours.
Oh my God.
It was insane. I don't recommend doing that. But I just said that he had the plan, he had the purpose to become successful. He fought, he worked for that. And now he's considered to be one of the most successful entrepreneurs, businessman, or whatever you want to call it, in this world. 22 hours. Come on. Every day. Of course, that is so dangerous. Yeah. So it is up to you. How much time do you have every day? Just spare that much time. And because you have a plan, spare it for your language. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yes. What else? Somebody wanted to ask a question. Please go ahead.
Hello, teacher Maysam.
Hello, man. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
All right. So,
how can I help you?
Yeah, sure. I think you're the guy. Anyway, I have a really strange question.
Am I famous here? Yes, go ahead.
I'm not sure you're famous, but let's see. Anyway, so the question is pretty strange, and I don't think that you get this kind of question often. So my question is, right now, last 2 years I've been working on my English, and at the moment my English has been better than before, but I have a plan in the future. I want to move to a different country. So in order to do that, I'm gonna learn another language. Okay. German is gonna be German. So I have a confusion, which is that if I start to learn German at the moment, is there gonna be any chance that will overlap my current English skill and will make me a terrible English speaker? Is there any chance? What do you think based on your experiences?
Nice question. Yes, unfortunately, yes, I would say. You know, based on, of course, these are based on theories. As I said, human beings are so capable. If you have the sheer will, I would like to just mention it. I really like this expression, sheer will. Like Elon Musk, as I mentioned, like 22 hours a day. Come on. I hope that is a lie. 22. So if you have this, because Elon Musk had a sheer will, he wanted to do it. So, and he could, as a human being. I believe if you have the sheer will, if you are persistent and consistent, as well as, you know, having a purpose. Purpose is very important. Purpose, definitely you can do that, undoubtedly. But based on experience, based on the theories, they say a kid until like 12 or 13 years becoming, you know, there's a kind of, how can I say, transition from childhood to, you know, teenaging. In that period, the child is capable of learning a lot of languages, as many languages as possible. But when the child gets older, the chances are decreasing not day by day, maybe year by year. But the point is, if you have a plan to move to Germany and speak German, so what is the point of learning English?
Because I am not planning to stay there for a longer period of time. So, and English is always going to be international language. Even though if I know German, I will have to use, because the field of my interest requires me to speak and interact with people in English. And I'm a business student, so yeah, it's going to be important for me. But I cannot survive just based on English in German. So I'm going to learn it pretty well. And but this is my concern, that if I learn German, maybe it will mess up my English a little bit, and I'm really scared about it.
It will.
Right?
It will. Okay. Yes, it will definitely. Do you know why? Because you are trying to use the language, different languages, which they are not somehow related. Maybe they are related somehow, but they are different languages. They have different rhythm, different color, different psychology, I would like to say. And when you're trying to use these languages, so there's going to be a kind of confusion, or as you said, a kind of overlapping. Yeah, there will be. But you have to just get along with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you would try to use the both of these languages equally. Simultaneously, exactly. Yep. You have this choice.
Then
otherwise, it's going to be a kind of overlapping. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I think this is the reality, so I gotta accept it.
Yeah, that is the reality, and I am here to just tell the truth rather than just lying or saying some
overcoding things. Sugarcoating things. Yeah, I
exactly.
Thank you for
my pleasure, man. My pleasure,
man. All right,
my pleasure. Very lovely expression, sugarcoating. Yeah, that's really cool.
I love this one because nowadays it's becoming very viral, because people are being very afraid of telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
So
unfortunately, it is like that.
Unfortunately, exactly. So I try to use this expression often so that people can come out of this thing.
Yeah,
they're keeping in their head. They're being afraid of telling the truth.
Definitely,
sugarcoating stuff.
Exactly. Because as I mentioned yesterday, I don't know who were here yesterday. I talked about the repetition. The language requires repetition, exposure. Exposure itself means repetition. So you have to be exposed to the language by listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Right, as we talked about it a couple of minutes ago. So repetition is really important. Repeat. So
you have to immerse yourself in the language.
Not just emerging, but also submerging yourself. Submerge.
Wow. Okay.
Just dive into the ocean. Submerge means to totally, dive into the ocean, completely become wet, completely, be engaged in that specific thing that you're trying to do. Definitely.
I relate to your opinion because I've seen a course online which says I don't know the name of the course. I don't remember at the moment, but the basic of the course was that you have to, if you want to learn a new language, maybe French you're learning. So what they do, they go for next 30 days, they don't speak any other language other than the target language. Okay. At the moment they're stuck. Maybe first week they will be stuck, but they say it really helps, and I think that's what you mean by submerging yourself. If you want to learn a different language, you have to submerge yourself.
No, that is a misunderstanding. Hold on a minute. Of course, what their method is controversial. We can discussable. We can talk about it. I mean, to just only 30 days. Of course, it can work for short run, but for the long run, maybe it cannot work. Maybe I am not so sure about it. But what do I mean by submerging? Listen really carefully.
Sure.
I talk in general, by the way. Listen very carefully, guys. You know, submerging means, you know, firstly, I need people to come to this realization that they love learning English. That is the first step. Why do you want to learn English? Because I love it. Oh, bravo, great. So that loving, that caring is the first step, which I would call it like a hobby. I love English, so because that is my hobby. Okay, this is wonderful. But that is the only first stage. The next stage is lifestyle. What do I mean by submerging? Means English should be a lifestyle to you. Let me explain it. For example, just loving it is not going to work, but submerging yourself into English, which means you are using telephone, iPad, laptop, social media, different things. Right now, guys, if you can, change the language into English. Change the language of your telephone, your Windows, your social media into English. Or when you're watching something on Netflix, on YouTube, on different platforms, whatever, use English subtitles. Okay? When you want to talk to somebody, force yourself to speak in English. When you are trying to listen to music, memorize it. Read the lyrics. Sing along with the, singer. Understand? When you're playing a game on your telephone, on your PC, PlayStation, whatever, try to use the English dub, let's say voiceover. So these are some of the examples. Excuse me. Yeah, these are some of the examples of submerging yourself. So English becomes a, lifestyle to you. In that scenario, you can definitely, improve very well, very fast. Not just in English, in anything. Obviously, we are talking about the language, which is like English right now. Yeah, like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for explaining. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. I hope it was useful. Yeah, so we have very limited time, guys. I have to go, but we have like a couple of minutes. If you have any kind of, question, which is really fast, please go ahead. I have like a couple of minutes, and then I will leave. No questions? All right.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay. Yes, be very quick, please. Go ahead.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, my question is, I want to improve my English speaking, but last 2 years I'm trying, but I cannot. So how can I improve my English speaking?
How can you improve your English speaking? So this is a very general question. I created a video about it. I would like to maybe refer you to watch that. I talked about all of the techniques that I know. I think that would be really helpful for you. Okay? Okay, who is next? Please go ahead very quickly.
Thank you, teacher.
My pleasure. You know, you can simply go to this, how can I say? Yeah, I shared the links. All right. Go to my channel on YouTube and then go to handpick, something like that, handpicked or selection, something like that. Definitely you can find the fluency. There's a video called How to be Fluent in English, or how to speak English fluently. Watch that. I hope it can be totally helpful for you. All right. So thank you very much, guys, for listening. I hope to see you again. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
And peace. My pleasure. Yeah, feel free, guys, to join. Let me share that again. Okay. If you pay attention to the chat box, I shared 4 links. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is YouTube, 2 is Facebook, 3 is Telegram, and 4 is what? WhatsApp. Feel free to join and be a part of our community. So until next time, take care of yourselves. God bless you. Bye-bye. See you.
Yeah.